In this lesson, we're going to be enabling and installing DRF Spectacular into our project. So let's go ahead and open up our source code, and we're going to open up the requirements.txt file. So this is the txt file that contains the list of requirements or Python requirements for our project. At the bottom of the file, we're going to add a new line for DRF Spectacular. So we're going to type out DRF-Spectacular. And we're going to install version equals 0.15.1 and then comma less than 0.16. So this is the package that we're going to be installing. Now we're going to save the file, and what we're going to do is go ahead and open up the terminal, and we are going to rebuild our Docker container to make sure it installs this DRF Spectacular package. So I'm going to type docker-compose build, and this is going to go ahead and rebuild our container, and it should include this new package that we've installed, or it should let us know if there's an issue with installing it. So we'll just wait for that to finish, and then we'll continue. Okay, so you can see that the Docker image is rebuilt successfully. So we have now installed DRF Spectacular into our Docker image. Now let's go ahead and open up the settings file and configure DRF Spectacular in our project. So what we need to do is open up the Explorer, and we're going to go to app/settings.py. And then we're going to add some things under installed apps. So the first thing we're going to install is REST_framework. We already have this installed in our Python packages. We just haven't enabled it in our project yet. Then below that, we're going to add DRF_Spectacular. And what this is going to do is it's going to enable the REST framework and DRF Spectacular in our Django project. Now there's a configuration that we need to make to the REST framework in order to allow it to generate the schema using DRF Spectacular. And we'll do that at the bottom here. So we'll scroll right to the bottom of the page, and we're going to add REST_framework equals, and then this is going to be a dictionary, and we're going to have default_schema_class, and the value of this is going to be DRF_spectacular.openapi.auto_schema. Now pay attention to the spelling here. Make sure you get it spelled correctly, otherwise this isn't going to work properly. What this does is it configures the Django REST framework to use this DRF Spectacular.openapi.auto_schema to generate the schema. So you can generate schemas using various different schema specifications. We want to generate it using OpenAPI, and we want to do that using the class that's provided by the DRF Spectacular package that we've installed in our project. So this is how you tell REST framework to generate that schema from that class. Okay, so that's everything we need to do to set up the DRF Spectacular package. Now make sure you save the file. And as a side note, I'm going to be including the links to all of these different packages that we're using and the official documentation for them in the resources of this video. So if you want to go ahead and check that out now, you can see all of the documentation and information about how to use and enable these packages. So that's everything for this lesson. Now let's move on to the next lesson, where we're going to be adding the URLs to actually serve our documentation.